It's week four. Week four. I'm on the animatic, drawing some dogs. Drawing a lot of dogs. There's like 70 something dogs. So this week started off kind of tough. Last week ended tough, and I felt myself just a bit stressed and anxious about what I had to do, and I was getting very stressed for time as well. At the end of this week, my family and I are going to San Francisco for a wedding. So my brain just got like full. It got too full, and I got stressed, and I couldn't approach the work properly. And then I was thinking, like, why aren't I having fun? This is fun. This should be fun. It's not always fun, but I shouldn't be letting my own project put that sort of stress on me, because I'm in control of everything, right? So I broke down what I need to achieve each day. Basically just looked at how many seconds of the animatic I had to get through, and broke it down by day if I wanted to get a version ready, which I do for Thursday before we go to San Francisco, so that I can come back and look at it fresh and then reapproach it. So then I realized I had to get through about a minute or more of animatic animation each day, and then that felt completely overwhelming. I'm like, that's not even achievable. No one can do that, right? This is without actually sitting down to do the work. But then, I realized, well, half of it's kind of video footage that I don't actually have to be animating as much. And then I sat down this morning. I got too stressed to work. I'm like, I have to, so I walked the dog. And I came back home, and I thought, okay, you can do it. Just sit down and do it. And then, just in like a couple of hours of sitting down with the animatic just to get a first pass through, I got through what should be my full day's work. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's not as intense as you think it is. Like, you feel like it's intense, but to sit down and actually do it, you'll discover what the reality is. And what was so useful for me is, rather than just getting all stressed, is I just watched the film through a few times and just took notes on different moments and different effects that I could apply. And so I thought about everything before I did it. And then when it came time to do it, I didn't have to solve the problems as each one popped up. I'd solved a lot of them in advance. So just a little tip. Sometimes you'll get really overwhelmed by a project, but you can break it up, quota it into amounts you have to achieve each day, come up with shortcuts as you're going. It's probably not as full on as you think it is. So, lesson learned.